We have some big news from the NHL. We have a trade amongst two Canadian teams between the Canucks and the Leafs. We'll discuss the deal coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, we have some pretty significant, somewhat breaking news. A little bit late to this. I was actually in the middle of doing some errands here out of the house, getting some stuff done, and boom, breaking news, of course, which is always seems to be the way sometimes. But we have a trade between Vancouver and Toronto. The Canucks have traded winger Dakota Joshua, who has got 3 years remaining on his contract at $3.25 million, to the Toronto Maple Leafs in exchange for a 2028 fourth-round pick. We know a couple of things here. One, Joshua's name has been mentioned in the rumor mill. We've heard players like Joshua and Bluger were guys that the Canucks were considering trading. I think they're looking for a combination of things. They're either looking for cap flexibility, and of course they're one of probably 6 to 8 teams that are still very much looking for some help in the center position. So I think maybe in this case they're going to use that space, and maybe the asset coming back as a potential piece to try to upgrade other spots. Obviously, I think they're pretty solid or happy with their decor for the most part. They got their goaltending locked up. It's obviously the forward mix in here that they're kind of tinkering with. Joshua had a breakout year 2 years ago, which earned him this contract. Things were going well, played well under Rick Tocchet, and certainly had some setbacks last year. I mean, there was some medical stuff, and obviously on ice didn't quite go quite as planned either. So for the Leafs, this is another player. We know that they obviously lost Mitch Marner, so they're not going for trying to find another, high-end 100-point player. That's unlikely not going to happen here. So they're trying to round out their top 9 with a different mix. They're going to have to take a different approach, a more balanced approach. Joshua's a guy who they could put in a variety of spots. I'm not sure where they'll put him in the lineup. But to be honest, he could be somebody who occasionally plays top line. He could be somebody who plays second or third line. Big, strong guy. He's in his late 20s now. His contract will expire, I think, when he's 32. $3.25 million for 3 years. Another, you could kind of call it a reclamation project, if you will, similar to Michelli, who's shown in the past they can be productive, but obviously coming off a down season and looking to bounce back. So they've got some gambles here in a sense, but for the price, it's not too bad, really, and it's not a horrible contract should they need to move on or try to if things don't work out. So it's another power forward type of guy. He can be nut front. He doesn't have the skill of Matthew Nyes, but he's comparable, in size and strength, and can kind of do some of the things in front of the net. Obviously, Nyes is definitely more skilled, but he'll win you a lot of board battles. Come out of the corner with the puck a lot. There's lots of things I like about his game. It's just a matter of finding the right spot for him to continue to succeed here. I think Craig Berube will like this kind of player. The way he plays will fit what Berube likes. So that aspect of it should be a good fit. And like I said, for now, we got some flexibility with Vancouver to try to find a different piece here to make their forward group a little bit better. So we've heard his name. I think between Joshua and Bluger, I thought Joshua might be the more likely guy to go, mainly because of I think Vancouver probably doesn't really want to move Bluger for what he makes, and I think it makes more sense for them to try to hang on to him. So, he kills penalties. He can, be a bottom 6 centerman that's responsible, whereas, Joshua is in different roles. So, we'll see. I think it has potential to be a good fit, but again, like Michelli, a little bit of a gamble, but it's a calculated one, and one that obviously I think the Leafs people, between the coaching staff, their analytic people, etc., are obviously comfortable with, think it could work out, and I do think it could as well. So we'll have to see how things play out. But let me know your thoughts on this trade in the comments. We'll discuss further. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and stick around. We'll keep you up to date with all the news, rumors, and analysis of all 32 NHL teams. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.